I'm using that because it's funny. What's up, guys? This is TGIR. I'm a chest guy. He's a butt guy, but we agree that all men are beautiful. Anyways, we got a great episode coming for you guys today. We are going to talk about High on Life. High on Life? High on Life.
It's a game.
It's a great, yeah, it's a great game. Now, you know, the thing is that I didn't know about this game because it wasn't a PlayStation game.
It was Xbox exclusive
It was
until I think it was today.
No, it was 6 days ago.
6 days ago. This week.
The 22nd. So, and the thing is that it only became a PlayStation game because it was the most downloaded game from the Game Pass on Xbox. This is created from the guy that created Rick and Morty. It's a hilarious game where I think, aren't you you're fighting against an alien drug cartel that's taking humans from Earth and somehow getting high on the humans.
And then there's that big ship thing that comes in and
Yes. And go ahead. Tell.
Okay, so High on Life is fantastic. It's basically like if you were playing in multiverse version of Rick and Morty. Because the voices are in there. I mean, you close your eyes, you wouldn't know that it wasn't Rick and Morty.
But the cool thing about the voices, to me, the guns, man, where the face is pointing back at you, and he's just the pistol, with with the sniper rifle, what looks like to be a grenade launcher, but it's like shooting his children. They're just talking back at you, and they're hilarious. The dialogue's funny, but to me, it's not just that. The world's vibrant, the world's colorful, and like the commercials on the TVs are funny. That you'll find yourself stopping just to listen to the guys that are bystanders just talking, see what they're talking about. That's how funny.
It's almost like when you listen to the bystanders on GTA and they're saying some weird oh, you suck, fuck you, blah blah. But this is funny context.
Yeah, and
you want to listen to them.
What makes it so funny though is the game. You know, they're cartoon characters, so the voices are different. It's more of a wacky funny than and it's still got cuss words, but it's not as raunchy as like some of the GTA stuff, you know, because it's like, but it's not for kids though. This game is not. For
No, it's definitely not for kids.
This is not for kids.
Grand Theft Auto isn't either, and they all play it. We played it, so.
Yeah, I mean the thing is, it's very reminiscent of not that it looks like that. You play, it's like Conker's Bad Fur Day.
Yeah.
You know, like Gex. You know, it's just an animated guy that just and it's a hilarious game. The game isn't really all that difficult though, but that doesn't matter because it's so funny and you're so immersed in just what's surrounding you and you're engulfed in it. That doesn't matter how difficult the game is. Progressing through it is just enjoyable.
Yeah, I remember seeing a video that I'm very interested in. I'm not at this part. I'm about to pick it up soon. There's a part that I witnessed where you were on. You come to these train tracks and there's two sets of people they're all tied down like a weird western.
Yes.
And this train's coming and it's slow. It's a very, very slow creeping train. So you have time to make this decision. And there's a switch. And all these guys are sitting there trying to convince you why you shouldn't pick their track. You need to kill these other people over here, let us live. And it's funny because it doesn't matter whichever one you pick is hilarious. The one that if you pick the one side, there's a dude that's like, yeah, I was gonna commit genocide anyway, so this is okay. And it's just wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, there's that, and then there's just the fact that when the game starts, there's a disclaimer that there's bugs in the game and the game's glitchy and it's intentional. The glitches and the bugginess of this game is intentional. It's just to mess with the player. All of this game is not supposed to be some groundbreaking game. It's not afraid to laugh at itself. It doesn't take itself too seriously, and that's refreshing. And it's a game that you can progress through, but then you'll go back to get the things that you couldn't get initially while you were there. There's loot boxes around and things that you can get. It's like a game you can go around and collect things. It's just a very, very fun game. I mean, being able to launch guys in the air and then juggle them in the air until they died. You know, being able to suck people in and then blow them, to pieces is fun. I mean, you get cool things like a jetpack, a grappling hook. You're able to wall run. That stuff's fun. And every time that you complete a mission, you get you get points to upgrade your character and buy different things.
It's almost like if what comes to my mind is if Ratchet and Clank was allowed to be PG-13.
Yeah, it is, because this game, it's weird to say a game that doesn't have realistic graphics is polished, but this game it is very vibrant. It's very they took time with the characters. Of course, with your pistol, if you close your eyes, that is Morty.
Yeah, I mean
it's Morty, and the one thing I played a little bit of it. The shotgun and the sniper don't have oomph behind it.
Yeah.
You don't really feel like you're shooting a gun that's more powerful than the pistol, but it doesn't matter because watching a big fat creature turn around like ooh and run from you, and he's like running, he's getting nowhere fast, but you can literally just hold the gun on him and watch him just run away. Like it takes me back to when the guy on Shrek is running from Shrek, but he's running in between the roads. It takes me back to stuff like that, and all the guys, sound very similar. Like the enemies sound very similar. Like they have funny voices, like the caterpillar on the Bug's Life.
Yeah.
I'm a beautiful butterfly. Yeah, they don't all sound like that, but it's wacky like that. The voices are weird. You get kind of a Monsters Inc. feel when you see the enemies. How Life is just it is a game that you're going to want to pick up, especially for PlayStation guys that seen it and was like, wow, I can't wait to play that. It's an Xbox exclusive, Now it's on PlayStation, and that's a great thing. So I think that if you want to pass some time, play a fun game and not have to stress while you're playing it, because some games are stressful. Looking at you, Diablo. And some games are stressful, I'd say. Pick up High on Life, and I want you to just go through that adventure. But there's a lot of things about games when they evolve that I like. I like seeing games step through different dimensions. And Fortnite, the unkillable game Fortnite, has just added Futurama. You can be Fry, Leela, or Bender. And I don't know if they're gonna put the plane in the trailer. The plane came in and crashed into the screen, like it does. But it's in the town that Fortnite already has. But here's the crazy thing, dude. So they already opened up to adult entertainment shows like Futurama. Now it won't be long before we are at All Out War and we're on Spooner Street.
Well, I mean, when you think about it though, we had Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
So Rick and Morty was already on there. The adult shows are kind of, making their way in there, which is fine, because I mean, no one's being like, oh, I'm 13, I'm not gonna watch this show. We're watching it.
True. But here's the thing, Rick and Morty, while good, a lot of people don't watch it because the people that watch Rick and Morty are smug. They're like, you don't get the humor. We get the humor.
My sister.
It's just not that funny.
It's hilarious.
It's not that funny. It is funny. I like it. They spend time on it. But it's not this great holy grail. I like Rick and Morty, but it's just not all that. But the thing is, they put Futurama in here. That's Matt Groening. That's The Simpsons.
Yeah.
It won't be long before we are at war on Spooner Street, and someone's Peter, and someone's Joe, or someone's Lois, or it won't be long to where we're fighting on the street, and Bob's Burgers is here, and then Jimmy Pesto's is right across the street, and once you can bring these things into Fortnite, it makes people that are older not feel like, oh, this is a dumb kids game. I mean, when they brought in Dragon Ball Z,
that was fantastic.
When they brought in My Hero
was even not as good as Dragon Ball Z, but really.
You know what I'm saying? But it brings people to Fortnite. Fortnite may be, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but it may be the most unkillable, unstoppable game I've ever seen.
Look, I hated Fortnite for a long time.
He did.
He did. And when I jumped on, we were still, the no build wasn't even out. But I love no build mode. I have fun on Fortnite. There's sometimes I'm a little bit burnt out on it, and I hated on Fortnite for years. And now I get the context of why it's still around when it does things like Futurama, Dragon Ball Z, My Hero, all these things that it's putting in there. It's staying relevant by adding pop culture to it, and it's doing a very well job.
Transformers, it won't be long. Let me tell you this right now. It hasn't happened. I guarantee you Barbie and Ken will be in that game too. Some G.I. Joe, Barbie, or whatever.
Yeah.
But to me, it's just Fortnite is a game that is directed towards kids. And it started that way. It's like, just kind of, all that. You could be Meowscles, and this Meowscles still in the game. Like in Paradise Meowscles, he has like a cool, like Miami Vice type look thing going on. From what I've seen, I didn't see a lot. My daughter showed me because she's a kid, so she plays Fortnite. And they put other people in there, like Ash. Evil Dead Rise came out, so they put Ash Williams on the game. So Fortnite is a game that's probably never going to die. And for my money, I'd say it's still the biggest game in the world. Right
easily,
now.
yeah.
Easily. Because every month the kid's going to want the Battle Pass. Even if you don't know what it is, you want the Battle Pass. And, so I do want to see Peter Griffin. I mean, come on. How long is it going to be for Peter Griffin's out for you to actually buy it?
I mean, I pick up Peter Griffin.
Could you imagine doing a emote with Homer, and it's just, the emote is him sinking into the bushes and coming back out like that meme is?
Yes.
Yes. Or the donut thing, and he bites a donut, Krusty the Clown. You can get you would be able to get things like, you got the Kamehameha.
Yeah.
You can get bombs like Itchy and Scratchy, would be something you could use if the Simpsons came into it. It's all possible, and it's just because they opened that door. And I guess you're right, they did it with Rick and Morty, but they didn't. Futurama's different. It's been around longer. To me, it's different.
If you guys put Family Guy in there, I want to emote of Peter with the roller skates where he's... Disco ball comes up. I just want that as an emote.
Yeah, I mean, the thing with Family Guys, you would be able to do so much. I mean, you can get Stewie's gun that can mind control. There's endless possibilities.
Adam West.
I
I would play Adam West in Fortnite.
Every time you see a big explosion, the greased up deaf guy would be running from it. You can do so much with it, and that is going to happen because everybody wants to be in Fortnite. LeBron James is in Fortnite. Okay, everybody wants to be in Fortnite, and that's just. I mean, do you have anything else to add about how great Fortnite is?
Look, Fortnite I'm getting into Battle Royales more and more, but Fortnite it's on point. It's not as childish as people thought. It is a little bit when you have people like Ninja who want to dye their hair.
Yeah, I mean, you're playing build, and then you're greatly outmatched because a kid builds a tower in 3 seconds. You're like, yeah, we're not gonna win this.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. That's a great game, but we got one more thing we really want to talk about, and usually we do these debates, and we're this guy, but we put together a fight between two people, which would be the Flash and Nightcrawler. This is an interesting fight because the human eye would not be able to see this fight. It would not. They moved too fast.
Not unless you hire the slow-mo guys.
They could you imagine a fight team up between Nightcrawler and the Flash? Here's the thing about the Nightcrawler. And the Nightcrawler, I'm using current Nightcrawler. I don't know what you're using. What Flash you're using. I mean...
Look, I've seen a lot of cartoons. I know some bits and pieces about from the comics, but my favorite Flash of all time, I don't care, is the TV show Grant Gustin that they recently ended. That's who I'm going with. I don't care.
Okay, and that's awesome. Here's the thing about Nightcrawler is he can bend and camouflage in anything. In a room with no shadows, he can hide. Nightcrawler can crawl on surfaces like Spider-Man. Nightcrawler has night vision. Nightcrawler is dead. He got brought back to life, and he sold his soul, but now there's all the demons that are around him, but they're all over the world. He can use them as beacons now to poof anywhere he wants at a faster speed, and he doesn't get tired anymore. So that's why this fight becomes not so much, the Flash will run here, or the Flash can turn back time and see where he's at, but if he's hiding and he's not moving, the Flash wouldn't be able to see anything. He's hidden. Now, the Flash could make a vortex and probably burn him out, but he could blink out of the vortex. This is a fight that I don't really know how it would go, but I could say in theory there is a way that Nightcrawler wins this fight, and there's a way that Flash wins this fight. But I want you to tell me how you think this fight would go, and then I'll rebuttal to what I think could happen.
So, the Flash is like one of the fastest speedsters. He just, comics, TV show, all that. He just keeps getting faster. Does not matter. Just true. If we're going off TV show one, which is my favorite, I don't care what y'all say, he is my favorite. That dude has what they call in the show flash time, where he moves so fast, everybody else is standing still. And that's how it was portrayed in the first season, which didn't make a whole lot of sense. They all did that because he came back after season 3 and he's that fast. Whatever, doesn't matter. But I don't care if your guy can teleport, that's fine. But he is not teleporting faster than the Flash can move. And if he moves so fast that everybody else is standing still, that's cool. Let him teleport. The second he sees him, boom, he just has to move.
That's the thing. Your master camouflage, it would be hard for him to see when he's camouflaged. The Flash, the thing about the Flash that people always, the people like, he's so fast. He's not always moving. The Flash isn't always running. He's not always running. The Flash doesn't have super strength. No. Here's now. How do you suppose the Flash kills or just makes Nightcrawler go away because he's an immortal? So how does he make Nightcrawler?
How does he make Nightcrawler go away? Probably immobilizes him. He would immobilize him, be my guess, and take him somewhere, like the Speed Force or something, which I wouldn't know. You wouldn't be fast and teleporting, but he would probably immobilize him, be my guess. If he moves that fast, he has abilities like phasing, like how the Reverse Flash does a thing where he vibrates his hand so fast that it goes through and kills people. Now the Flash wouldn't do that, but the ability is there.
That's what I'm saying. But I think that if he's fighting Nightcrawler and Nightcrawler is fighting him, he would have to do something. He may try to phase through him.
Phasing through him, yeah. He wouldn't try to kill him though. He's the hero. I don't think he'd try to kill him, but he could tire him out. He could definitely keep up with him because Nightcrawler's thing is, doesn't he have to see where he's going?
Not anymore.
Not anymore? No shit.
Well, see, the thing is, Nightcrawler. Here's the thing: if they're close distance, Flash, he runs at the speed of light. He's gonna move faster. Now, if it's a distance and he has to run, Nightcrawler can bing, even at the speed of light, the distance, he's going to, if it's a distance thing, Nightcrawler's faster.
I don't think so, because here's the other thing. So, the Flash has an ability, the dumb name, but they call it this, they call it speed thinking.
Yeah, yes.
Nightcrawler has to be faster in thought than the Flash, too.
Well, see, we've never explored, we know that Kurt Wagner is smart. He's a mutant, but we've never known how fast he thinks. But here's the thing, and we know that a lot of people are going to take the Flash, but I would like to know what the Flash would do if he's going into a room, he's like, oh shit, the lights are out. He can't see. He can't see. Nightcrawler can. Nightcrawler doesn't. Nightcrawler can teleport him, too. He can poof him somewhere. But if Nightcrawler was to grab him, poof to the ocean, and keep poofing down to the ocean, he would drown the Flash. The Flash would die.
I don't know, because when the Flash runs, he creates lightning. Light
wouldn't be moving. He would be grabbed and being teleported. And every time we come back,
if Nightcrawler can get a hold of him. Think about how fast the Flash is, right? Speed thinking and all. So if I'm the Flash and you put your hand on me and I feel that, if I'm fast enough to think he's got a hold of me, I'm phasing.
True.
That's it.
True. But if you're hit, Nightcrawler is no chump. He's not slow. Nightcrawler teleports through dimensions too. If he grabs him, poof, and now he's stuck in a constant loop of bang, and Nightcrawler's not moving at the speed of a regular human. He now has the power of, he was brought back to life and sold his soul. There's demons on, he's more powerful. This isn't base Nightcrawler. If it was, he would have got eaten. I'm using current Nightcrawler, whom he can't die, he's dead. So base Nightcrawler, I see people saying, yeah, he would die. But I don't, and I still think that the Flash could stop Nightcrawler, but I also think Nightcrawler could kill him. Nightcrawler could poof him into the sky and then hurl him down to the earth, and he would just smack the ground. The Flash is not unkillable. While he's strong, so is the Flash, or so is Nightcrawler. So this, in my opinion, can go both ways, but that's more for you guys to decide, because I don't have a clear winner here because it can go both ways. Now, he's going to take the Flash probably 9.5 out of 10 times, but there is that little half there. There is. He won't say it because Skylar wants to be the winner, but the fact is, even if he was to do anything he can't kill Kurt right? I mean, he's already dead. I mean, in theory, you know, it's like what's Flash's do
you want to know a cheat code?
And they say this. What's the Flash do? And everyone in any debate, just like Skylar did here, he runs really fast. Go ahead.
Yeah. So he runs so fast, he has the ability to time travel. All he has to do is go back in time and kill baby Nightcrawler.
Now we know that, but that I believe that there's got to be a loophole there because
there is no loophole. He can do it.
If the Flash did it and it was so effortless to do that, why didn't the Flash go back in time and kill all the enemies and all the bad guys before they're
Because it keeps affecting the timeline and stuff. The further back you travel, the more it affects the timeline and things get all changed and stuff. You can't just go back and Deadpool and kill baby Hitler.
So what you're saying to me is that he would not be that reckless. So it's a loophole that's there.
If he needed to do it.
It's a loophole that's there.
If Nightcrawler was a threat to everybody or something, he needed to do it.
But that's the thing, he don't, because Nightcrawler's not a bad guy. Nightcrawler's not a bad guy. See what I'm saying? This isn't always, it isn't a definite thing. And I think that people sleep on Nightcrawler a lot, but he's one of my favorite X-Men. So, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and end on that note, and I'm going to go ahead and say that this is TGIR. The game is real no matter how many excuses Skylar makes.
It's pretty cool that I'm alive and have better days. I could walk, see, here, I should celebrate. Think I could change my mind, maybe elevate. Living life every day.